Hello and welcome. I'm on a wild camping adventure in one of the most breathtakingly beautiful places on the planet, the English Lake District. Whilst I'm here, I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to vlog cinematically using just your smartphone. So enjoy the tips and enjoy the scenery. Whew. This is hard work with this pack on. Okay, tip number 1, and this one is super simple. Film using the rear-facing camera. If you film using the selfie camera, the quality is not going to be quite as good because the sensor in that lens isn't quite as good. Yeah, you can see yourself, but I think it's fine to vlog pointing the phone at you, not being able to see yourself. If you would rather see yourself and use the selfie camera, it's not the end of the world. But if you want the best possible quality for that cinematic footage, use the rear-facing camera. And little tip, if you have an iPhone and an Apple Watch, you can attach your watch to the back of the phone so you can use the rear-facing camera and see yourself on the watch. Right, let's get back to it. Still a long way to go. Yes, thank you very much. Can't beat a Werther's on a walk. So, the plan for today is to hike up Scafell Pike and then we're going to wild camp at one of the towns on the way back down. A trip like this has to be as lightweight as possible, which is why I'm going to film the entire thing using just my iPhone. Actually, that's not quite true because I can't come to a place like this and not get some drone footage. But that's okay because I'm using the Mini 2 and it doesn't come much more lightweight than this. First sighting of Scafell Pike. Where is it? Tip number 2. Get a mini tripod. They're not that expensive and they're really useful. It's great for if you want to get a static shot on your phone and the ground is uneven. And when you're vlogging, you can just hold your phone, but I find it much more comfortable to hold the phone when you've got a mini tripod. I love this one. It's the Manfrotto Pixie. Great quality. It's got this movable ball head, and one of the best things about it is you can get this Manfrotto phone adapter, and the great thing about this adapter is it has a cold shoe mount on top, which nicely brings me on to my next tip. Tip number 3, and this one is really important if you're in a windy environment like up a mountain. Use an external microphone. Phone microphones are good. The one on this iPhone is pretty decent, but any phone microphone will suffer when it's windy. I like to use an external microphone with a dead cat. This one is the Deity D4 Duo. I like this one because for vlogging, it has a microphone at the front and the rear, so it'll pick up sound from both behind and in front of the camera. You can attach one to any smartphone, you'll get better sound, and also external microphones will have a dead cat on them, which is a thing that just muffles the wind. It's not going to be perfect, especially when it's really windy, but it will be better than the onboard microphone on the phone. Bonus tip, if you're using the ultra-wide lens on your iPhone, which I am now, just be careful that the dead cat isn't going to be just dipping into the top of the screen there. If it is, you might just have to crop it. So this is our camp spot for the night, and our ever knowledgeable guides over here, Jonathan and Emma, have just told me that we are camping under the buttresses of Great End. Good knowledge, guys. They definitely didn't look that up on a phone. Tip number 4, Use slow motion. Most smartphones are capable of capturing fantastic slow-mo in good light, and it adds a real cinematic quality to the footage. A slow-mo shot I love to get is when you've got something really far away in the background and then you've got something close to the camera lens in the foreground and you're panning across. It really gives that feeling of scale. And of course, you can't beat a good slow-mo montage set to music. Tip number 5, shoot B-roll. Shooting good B-roll is so important because it's the connective tissue that joins all the different sections of your video together. Shoot static shots, wide shots, slow motion, close-ups, as much as you can, because it really adds great visual variety to your video. And it also gives the viewer a break from just looking at your face. We're almost at the top. I can see it. The summit is just a few meters away. And there's the summit. There is the summit of Scafell. Almost there. And we made it to the summit. So we have just got back to our campground, and while we've been away, some people have pitched their tents literally right next to ours, a few meters away. We came halfway up a mountain for some peace and isolation, and they're literally right on top of us. What are they thinking? Anyway, I hope I've shown you in this video that it is entirely possible to shoot cinematic vlogs using only your smartphone. As much as I love my mirrorless camera setup, it's just too heavy and bulky and not practical to bring on a lightweight camping trip like this, and I find it quite liberating using just my phone, filming cinematic stuff just with hardly any equipment. And I gotta tell you that phone stabilization is amazing. The stabilization on this iPhone is way better than what it is on my mirrorless camera, which is worth a few £1,000s. I hope you found this video useful and enjoyed the scenery. If you did, please give me a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you do all that, I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.